Good morning, it's Kristen Bryant, and I am here doing a 5-Minute Friday video. This week I'm now upstairs. Last week when I did it, I was saying it's going to be my last day down there because we were having to move up because we thought it may flood. And I'm glad we did because this morning we have water in our basement, but we were prepared, so that is good. So now I'm trying to arrange a new area for me to create. And I think I'm going to be staying up here, so it'll be a little bit of work going through all my stuff because I have held on to way too many things. But anyway, back to the card making. For this 5-minute or less card, I am using the Designer Series paper Thoughtful Meadows. This is Meandering Meadows, I'm sorry. And this is available in our online exclusives. It's a 6x6 pack, and it is such beautiful paper. I've had so much fun creating cards with this. I'm also going to be using Spotlight on Nature, the stamped one stamp from here, and the dies. Love these dies. So, and our cut and emboss machine, is on sale for 10% off just through the end of this month. So if you don't have one, this is the perfect time to get it. There's so many great features of our cut and emboss machine, and so might as well get it while it's 10% off. All right, well, I am gonna get going. Let's see, it is, I just want to know how much time I have to do my card because I want to make sure that I'm less than 5 minutes. So anyway, I'm going to get started here, and I have Melon Mambo, and I'm just going to cut this to 5.5. That's the way I get, oh, I didn't do it all the way there. Sorry about that. There we go. One little edge on there. All right, so while I've got this out, I'm also going to cut my piece of paper. Now this is 6x6. I'm going to cut it down so that it's 4. And then I'm going to take a 1/4 inch off the top and a 1/2 inch off the bottom. That way it's 5 1/4 by 4, which is a 1/4 inch smaller than my card base. That way I have a little bit of edge around the whole thing. Now this is the 2 inches that came off of there. And I'm going to, I just want a 1/2 inch of this because I'm going to put that on the inside white piece of my card. It's kind of nice to either stamp or add some paper to that. So here I just have a 1/2 inch strip. So while I've got the strip in my hand, I'm just going to go ahead and put it onto the white piece here. Now this is right now 6 inches, so I'll just use my paper snips to cut off the extra. I have paper snips in many rooms of my house. I think I own at least 10. They're awesome. Love our paper snips. So here's just a little accent for the inside. Now I'm going to take my Melon Mambo and I'm going to fold it in half, put this on the inside, and I need to just make sure it's kind of centered before I set it down. All right, so now I'm going to take this piece and use our cut and emboss machine. I am using, first of all, I'm going to take this number 2 out. So I'm just going to have 2 acrylic pieces on the base, and I am going to use this brand new, this is in our catalog. It's huge. Like you can see with my hand how big that is. I'm going to make swirls on the Designer Series paper. You often don't think to do this on Designer Series paper, but with this one, because this isn't a 3D, you have an acrylic piece, the embossing folder, and then another acrylic piece. So we'll put this through and it's gonna shake. I'm using a different table up here and this one's a little more shaky. I'll try and figure out something better for the future, but you can see the little swirls on there. Just kind of add some detail to that. Now I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to add the number 2 back in because I'm going to die cut some of my circles. So I'll put this on here. And so the Spotlight on Nature has 3 different types of circles. And so I have 2 of them out of there because I'm going to use those. But they are quite versatile, and they are not in stock quite yet, but they should be soon. As soon as they're back, I will let people know because I have so many people wanting them. So I'm going to put this through another shake, and then we'll get this out of here. All right. for those of you that haven't seen this a whole lot, what's awesome is it folds up like this. So really, if you don't have a whole lot of space on your shelf, it could just go like that. So nice feature of ours. We're so glad when we came up with our own. All right, so I'm gonna put this on the card front. I'll put this on here. It'll look pretty with the Melon Mambo. There's so many different colors that are used in the designer series paper, so you could go all different ways, but for what I wanted, I thought this one is perfect. And so I'm gonna put this circle here. And then I gotta get a couple of these flecks out. All right, then put this one here. And then now I'm going to, I need to do a little piece here. I'm gonna use a scrap. I'm gonna do, let's see, 5/8. How do you like that for a number? I don't want it quite 3/4 of an inch, so that's gonna be, whoops. Put that back in. That's what I'm going with. 3/4 or 5/8. All right. So I've got the Dear Friend. I'm gonna stamp on there. Take the snips and do a little on each end. And then we will finish with some dimensionals. I had my big ones somewhere, but I think I've covered them up, so I'll just use the mini dimensionals. They work just fine as well. So here we go. Dear Friend, and you can send this card for many different occasions on here. So this is my 5-minute card Friday, and so I hope you get time to create. This is a quick, easy one. If you've got some designer series paper that you love, I think it's fun too with the scenes, but any designer series paper you can do this with. And I encourage you to go ahead and write some cards out and send them out. There's so many people who would just love to receive a card. I know I always get so happy when I go to the mailbox and I can see that card-shaped envelope that is hand stamped. So anyway, be the light in someone's life today and send them a card. Thanks.